The problem comes when we don't pay our people, but we choose to give something away. So I get into our Facebook group today and I see a whole plethora of messages and comments about a shop not paying their technicians properly or not paying their technicians fairly. Now, I found this really interesting. One, I wasn't exactly happy with how we handled the discussion. I think that in a lot of ways, the reason that folks become so passionate about it is you've got a group of really awesome, really driven automotive professionals who are trying their very best to fix some of the issues within the industry. And we know that one of the primary issues within the industry is there is a stigma, a concept that techs aren't being paid fairly. Not just the stigma, but we're working to fix the fact that they aren't being paid correctly. We're putting the work in to try and change that. And in this case, it was a poster who said, hey, am I doing this right? We've been doing free brake inspections, but the problem is if the client doesn't buy the brake job, the technician's not getting paid and the shop's not getting paid. And I just want to say this very clearly. If you want to give away a service for marketing purposes in your business, that's your business. It's completely fine. No one's gonna, yeah, we might judge you a little bit, but nobody's gonna like beat you up over that. It's just a thing, right? The problem comes when we don't pay our people, but we choose to give something away. That's our marketing budget that we're spending that money with, not the money that's supposed to pay our people. Now, in an hourly shop or a hybrid shop, I get it. There's a lot of cases where those guys aren't being paid, right? They're not on flat rate. They're not on a bonus system where that would matter. Now, we definitely did this deal where we gave away brake evaluations if they approved the brake repairs. We charged them if they did not approve them. But the deal was if something happened and that technician had to put that back together, they still got paid for it, right? Because like if we had to put it back together, it wasn't something that could hang on the rack and we needed to get it together and get it back out. Well, the technician got the time for taking it apart and putting it back together. That's not the technician's job. And so we shouldn't be subsidizing our marketing budget with their labor. That's not right. That's not fair. So I think that's why it turned into such a deal. Now, all that being said, we as professionals should support one another and we should come together to say, hey, that's really not the best practice. Here's what we recommend. Here's how we do it in my shop. But instead, everybody attacked them. Okay? That's not how you gain someone's trust. That's not how you gain influence with someone where they would say, hey, these guys are right. I need to go do something about this. That's how you defeat the trust. That's how you destroy your only opportunity to influence and to make this better for them. See, they wouldn't be coming and asking the group if they already knew the answer. Right? But see, we tear them down because that's what social media does. So I want to encourage you guys, if you get into the group and you see a question that kind of just irritates you a little bit, it frustrates you a little bit, do not have a negative response to that person. They're a human being. You know, years ago, I was in a very similar spot. I was doing things that didn't pay the technicians fairly, that didn't treat people right. And look, I've learned to do better. But it was because people reached out and said, hey, there's a better way to do this. Let me show you. Let me help you. That's what we need to be doing. That's how we change the industry, boys and girls. Just my opinion. Y'all have a good one.